The Bell family lived peacefully on their farm in 1817. Until John Bell, the father, saw something impossible. A creature lurking at the edge of his cornfield. Half animal, half human. Its eyes reflected the lantern light like blood. He fired his gun. The thing didn't fall. It vanished. That night the scratching began. Inside the walls, under the floors, whispers weaving through the dark. Soon the voice began speaking, calling names, mocking prayers, laughing at their fear. The family tried everything, priests, neighbors, holy water. But the voice only grew stronger. It called itself Kate Batts, a neighbor who claimed John Bell had cheated her out of land she swore would be his ruin. After her death, the haunting began. Within 3 years, John Bell's health collapsed. His lips turned blue, his hands trembled, as if something unseen poisoned him from within. And one cold morning in 1820, he was found dead. A strange black vial lay near his bed. Witnesses said a voice shouted from nowhere, "I gave old Jack Bell his medicine." And just like that, the witch vanished. But before she left, she promised to return. For a while the town tried to move on. The Bell Witch became a fireside story, a lesson about greed and guilt. Then, in the early 1900s, strange things began again. Livestock found mutilated. Empty rocking chairs swaying on porches. Voices whispering in the dark. By 1935, people began to leave. Entire families sold their land overnight. And those who stayed, stopped talking about it altogether. Locals said the curse had awakened. And decades later, someone tried to prove it. In 1998, documentary filmmaker Ethan Cole visited Adams. He'd been working on a film called American Nightmares, a series about forgotten legends. Ethan never finished that episode. 2 months later, he disappeared. But his audio recorder was found inside the Bell Witch cave. What you're about to hear are fragments of those tapes.
Day 1. It's colder here than outside. Locals say the air doesn't move in the cave. Feels like it's holding its breath. I saw something on the wall. Looked like names carved into the stone. One of them Bell. Heard a woman laughing. Thought it was a bird. It wasn't. If anyone finds this, tell them she never left. She's in the walls.
Experts dismissed Ethan's recordings as pareidolia, the mind hearing patterns and noise. But audio engineers confirmed something chilling. Beneath his voice, there was another one. A woman's voice. Whispering a single phrase again and again. Bound by his deceit. That phrase appears nowhere in the historical record, except for one place. In 1821, a preacher documenting the Bell haunting wrote that the spirit called John Bell, a liar who bound her by deceit. Some believe it meant he had taken something sacred. A life, a ritual, or a promise. Others think the witch was never human at all. Either way, the curse didn't stop with the Bells. It found new voices. In 2019, a research team from Nashville recorded in the same cave, trying to debunk the myth once and for all. Halfway through their session, their recorders picked up faint whispers, identical to Ethan's. When analyzed spectrally, the frequency matched a human female voice. Yet no one in the cave that night was a woman. To this day, the Bell Witch Cave remains open to visitors. Guides claim it's harmless. But if you listen closely, deep inside the limestone walls, you can still hear breathing that isn't yours. And sometimes, on windless nights, a voice whispers from the dark, "I gave old Jack Bell his medicine." The Bell Witch was never a story about ghosts. It was a story about what happens when the dead are never forgiven.